everyone, and welcome to another episode of Lilo N Stitches. I am your yarn host, Jennifer. I had a totally plan for what I was going to make for today's video. Didn't work out. Didn't work out at all. Oh, how cute is this? Look at my new pumpkin straw. Ooh. I apologize for coughing on you guys. It is allergy season here in Virginia. Well, to be fair, it's always allergy season for me. I just have allergies all year round. Excuse the appearance. My hair is sopping wet. I just got out of the bathtub. Like I said, today, not going so well. We went out of town and we had our dog sitter watch the dogs. She always comes and watches the dogs. She watches the house. She gets her mail. She stays here. She does have a regular job too, though. Okay? But what she didn't tell us is that while we were gone, Scarlett got into a couple of things. Now, if you're new here, Scarlett is our puppy. She is about 1.5 years old. She is an American Staffordshire Terrier, which means she likes to chew. And we also have Oreo, who is about 6 years old, and she is what I call a Pointmation because she's Pointer and Dalmatian and basically a mutt, but we don't like to use that word because it makes her feel self-conscious. Yeah, I tucked my interchangeable knitting needles that I purchased from Premier that I absolutely loved. I tucked them in this really cool wooden box Mr. Cinnamon made for me that slides underneath the living room table, and I keep extra yarn in this box. It is a big, heavy wooden box. And I tucked my $79 set of wooden interchangeable knitting needles in there, and my bag of wooden double point needles, the entire set. I tucked it in the box and slid it under the table. But there was an opening about this much. Scarlett got into the box, and I discovered this morning, we got home from out of town last night. It was late, and I was tired when we went to bed. I discovered this morning there were knitting needles on the floor. And on the back deck. And then I found the pouch for my beautiful wooden interchangeable knitting needles. Chewed and shredded. The cords were pulled out of the plastic bags. I have only used one pair of these knitting needles out of this beautiful package. They are no more. I cried hysterically. I told my daughter to get her bleeping dog out of my face or I would kill it. I wouldn't really kill it, but I was very, very upset. Then I discovered the DPNs had also been chewed, and the dog sitter hid them in the couch. So, I'm not sure how I feel about the dog sitter. She's been reliable up until this point, but I am really, really upset about my needles and the fact that she didn't tell us. She's a young female, and maybe she was scared to tell me. I don't know, but that was my morning. Then I proceeded to try to do the internet schooling with little man, and he was having a particularly off day and did not hear a word that the substitute teacher said because he was dancing and moving and twitching and jumping around and breaking every lead of every pencil that I sharpened for him. Yeah, so I apologize if my mood is off in this video, but then I went into the kitchen and I tried to make breakfast, and a tub of sour cream fell out of the refrigerator and hit the floor and sprayed me from head to toe. Then I went to go put tea in this cup, and the tea bag exploded into the cup, and it was raining tea particles in my cup. And it is, I don't know, it's like 2 in the afternoon, and I'm just now getting down to filming. So the video that I had planned for today, because I made a list of the things I wanted to talk about, yeah, that's out the window. I'm going to try to film it at some point today, but right now I'm just going to show you and try to talk. Okay, so I have started 2 different shawls. One of which has become a whip, and I don't know if I'm going to finish it because I royally screwed it up. I've started to knit a baby blanket, and that's on the desk, and I'll show you in a minute. Oh, let's see. I don't know where my whip bag is. Yes, here it is. In my beautiful bag that Sandy bought me from Ella at No Catchy Name. Yeah, so I pulled out my puzzle yarn. I love this. I got this for my birthday. I have a whole bunch of these. And I started to try to make dragon tail knit shawl. Yeah. I tried to follow the directions in the video. This is just a very long tail at this point. I mean, it looks pretty. The color change is gorgeous. But how this is going to be a shawl, I have no idea. That's just too long. So I think I messed up somewhere. I mean, it's got these cool teeth. So maybe it's going to be a scarf. I got frustrated and I put it in the bag and I haven't touched it for a week and a half. So that's a work in progress. Whoa, I feel like I'm really close to the camera. So that's on punishment right now. That's on punishment. And then I did a little card knitting. I made this beautiful hat. Neon colors. Now, this yarn is not soft. It is, I know I have some down there somewhere. It's from Hirschner's. It's a little cake I showed you guys a couple videos ago. I think it was last week, 2 weeks ago. I want to say it's Sundance. It came in a cake. It was like $2.99. The colors are gorgeous. I love the like sprinkly looking effect of it. I wish there was more than just this little tiny line of purple in it, because that to me would be more rainbowy. But it's cool. I mean, it's a decent yarn, but like I said, it is not soft. That feels like Red Heart Super Saver, and the colors are beautiful. But so then I had a little bit in the cake left over, so I made this little, I don't even want to call this a cowl because it's not quite big enough to be a cowl. Of course, I didn't weave my end in. We're going to ignore that. I ran out of yarn. So that's all we have. But it was in the car, so it was a car project. But it's still really pretty, and I will wear that to make myself feel sunshiny in the dreary winter months. And then, so I found, I think this is the pattern. That is not the pattern. This is a similar pattern. Sunburst dishcloth. Okay. I found a similar pattern to that. This is not the pattern, but it is very similar. And I decided I'm going to try to make it. And I made it. This is the little tiny sugars and cream cottons, the little ones. I got this from Seta. I had a little bit left over, so I've just made, this is really, really thin cotton. So this looks terrible, but this was practice. It looks, it's like really holy. Like I can see you guys through it. But it was good practice because I got out a thicker cotton and it looks much, much better. I actually made 2 of these. This is the first of the 2 blues. And I really, really got hooked on this pattern. If I can find the video, because I think I used a video. Although, no, I think I used a pattern, but it was not that pattern. I will link it below if I can find it. But this was a lot of fun. You make this little pie shaped, and then you keep knitting on more and more pie shapes. So there's a decrease here, and then these are yarn over increases. And then when you get to the here, it's like made a circle, and then you sew it closed. So in making that, I actually really like that washcloth a lot. I mean a lot. I had fun with that. So I decided, I have no idea how successful this is going to be. I am going to make a pinwheel baby blanket. This is on the needles, so you can't even tell. I'm halfway through the row. You can't even tell what is happening here, but this is going to be one of the, look at this yarn. Isn't that beautiful? This is stuff I got at Hobby Lobby on clearance. This Baby Bee Hushabye Ombre in the color Crayon. I only have 2 balls of this, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate the flower petals or the pinwheel petals of the baby blanket. I'm going to have one in this color, and then I'm going to try to find like a yellow and do a yellow petal, and then a pink and a pink petal, and all these different colors of the yarn. Hopefully I find yarn that kind of matches that and do like a multicolored pinwheel baby blanket. I kind of like fudged the math in my head a little bit, so hopefully it works out. See, this is the top of the petal, and then we have the yarn overs down here. So we'll see how that turns out. I think it looks beautiful. But, and then this was another in the car project that I started. So I'm writing down notes on how to make the baby blanket on the back of a receipt, because I had a pen, but I forgot to pack paper. And I sat this in my bag because I was taking a break to stop at a rest area, go to the restroom, all that good stuff. And it came out, my needles were slipping off. So I'm like, oh, why didn't I bring my stoppers? I didn't bring my stoppers for the tips of my needles. Will you see those little red things on there? Anybody recognize what those are? Anybody? It's the rubber part that goes on headphones. I don't know which child, because I had all 4 children with me. I don't know which child left them in my cup holder, but they work as yarn stoppers, and my yarn don't fall off. So, if you have any extra of those rubber things that go on your earbuds, slip them on your knitting needles with a handy dandy tip. And please wish me luck on this, because I'm frustrated with it already. So I put it aside. I think for now, between the shawl and the baby blanket, I'm having a hard time making bigger projects. So I think I'm going to go back to just doing smaller projects, like my cute little knit pumpkins up here. I'll link the tutorial to that since I mentioned it, because, you know, those were a lot of fun. And the Ross hats and the star washcloths. Oddity. And you go make some more. Let's see. Wednesday, I will pick the winner for the giveaway that we have held this week this month, to celebrate 15,000 subscribers. And it was a hidden giveaway. It was for subscribers only, so I didn't announce it. I didn't post it in the video. And if you mention it in the comments, that means you didn't watch the video all the way, and you are automatically disqualified. So, now, with that being said, what else do I want to talk about? That will be Wednesday, but I'm going to put it in with the Wednesday's video because I have other stuff I want to talk about, but I will contact the winner directly. So there's not going to be a video alone that says, hey, here's the winner. I'm just going to contact the winner, and I will mention the winner's name in Wednesday's video. Hopefully I can remember, because like I said, today has been a week. And I also have a little bit of news. This really is only news for people who really like Disney and Disney World the way that I do. If you're not a Disney fan, you can ignore this part. Mr. Cinnamon has had a brilliant idea. He wants to start a Disney blog on YouTube. We as a family love watching Disney blogs. We love going to Disney. We love everything Disney. And I mean, you can tell there's Disney. There's Tinkerbell, Mickey Mouse. There's a Stitch in here somewhere. I don't remember where I moved him to. I think he's on this shelf somewhere. We're a Disney household. We're going to start a Disney vlog. Now, the Disney vlog is not going to affect this channel whatsoever. You can subscribe if you want. I will link it in the video description below if you're interested. There will be just content about our Disney trips and Disney advice and traveling tips to Disney and personal experiences at Disney and a whole lot of my flair. Because Mr. Cinnamon is going to be part of the videos. His idea. But he's not as exuberant as I am. So we have discussed that I will be the main personality of the channel, but he will partake in some of it because he does a lot of the planning, and I think he will lend a huge part to the channel. And I don't want to bore you guys too much, but like, I'm really excited and I'm terrified at the same time because doing this channel was one thing. Like, I didn't have any expectations or plans, or I did it just to show off my Premier Mystery bags when I started, you know. And so this is going to be a joint venture, and it's not to gain money or notoriety. It is to have fun and share that experience with other like-minded people. And so, you know, if you like Disney, if you're interested, you travel to Disney World a lot. I know there's quite a few of you out there. You will probably be interested in the channel. The channel's name is Lilo, capital N, Stitches. I wanted to keep the stitches in there because, you know, cinnamon stitches and all. Yeah, so that's something else I'm working on this week, which is causing even more stress because I got to get everything prepared and I have to record an extra video. I'm only going to do one video a week over there, if I can manage one video a week over there, and that should not affect my shooting schedule here. I'm still trying to keep the 4 videos a week here, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, and hopefully nothing changes with that. I think if I'm going to cut a video or I can't do a 4th video, it will just be the Tuesday video because you guys are used to Monday, Wednesday, Friday shoot schedule. But I wanted to let you guys know all that because it is going to be another part of my life and what is going on. And I honestly think Mr. Cinnamon is just trying to convince me to move to Florida because he's been talking about that for quite a few years. He wants to move to Florida. He has had several offers to transfer to Florida with his job, and I don't know. I just feel like it's further away from my baby sister and my niece, and it's a far away from my 2 nieces here that I'm so invested in their lives. And it's just, but my oldest niece is graduating high school this year, and her little sister is the same age as my daughter, and they will be graduating high school in 2 years. So like, I'm running out of excuses why we can't move to Florida, except for I really hate how hot and humid it is all year. But speaking of moves, I had a request from one of you lovely subscribers. She wants to hear the story of why we ended up in Virginia, and I am going to do that this week too. I'm going to put that in a video on how and why we ended up in Virginia. It's an interesting story, but it's going to be story time with Cinnamon Stitches. And it will have absolutely nothing to do with yarn. So, if you guys want to tune into that, it'll be fun, I think. Yeah, I think that's all I have to show. I only made one yarn purchase in the past several weeks, and I have to go pick it up. I bought a bobbin on Michael's. I ordered it through the website because I got a message from someone yesterday that Michael's has the bobbins clearanced out for $5.99 right now. And I had a $5 reward that I earned through Michael's. So with tax, the price of my bobbin was $1.41. I couldn't pass that up. So I ordered one, and I ordered the peachy keen color, which is like this kind of this peachy color, and then it fades into gray, and it's really pretty color, and I've wanted it for a while. It kind of leans corally to me, so that's my one acquisition for the week, and I still gotta go pick it up. And I gotta go to the P.O. box. I have a couple of packages there, and I have a couple of people emailing me, did you get my package yet? I have not been to the post office because we have been out of town yet again. So, and I don't currently have a driver's license because my driver's license expired on my birthday, and there are no appointments available until December at the DMV. So I don't have a driver's license till December. So I can't drive anywhere. Gotta wait for Mr. Cinnamon to come home, so he can drive me out. He drives me anyway, but on days like today, I really would like to be out of the house so I could go pick up my Michael's order. I could go to the P.O. box, but no. I gotta wait till Mr. Cinnamon gets home from work. He just started going back into the office 2 weeks ago. And, oh, it's an adjustment. Like, it's been nice having him home, but, like, now it's just me here with the kids and me in charge of online schooling and me in charge of making dinners and me in charge of doing everything by myself again because he's at work. And so it's, yeah, stress, man, stress. Breaking out from it. Oh, can't get no knit and crochet time in. I have not crocheted anything this week. Yeah, that's what's going on. That is what is happening in my world. So, I think that is all for Tuesday's video. Yeah. I'm going to do another contrast and compare video. So, look forward to that this week as well. I'm going to try to get as much filming in as I can. And, oh, look, my hair is finally drying. So now I don't look like a drowned dog. This video is all over the place and I apologize. I'm glad that you were here to join me for my insanity. And I hope to see you in the next one if I haven't turned you completely off of this channel by being insane. All right. I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.